Oh, hello, fans of questions from around the world. Welcome back to QOTD, the Question of the Day show, the only game show that lets you be on the air. Please join us by recording your own video answers to our awesome daily question, including the very special gift that we have for you today.
We're going to show you how you can make it on the air for Friday's big show. But first, let's take a look at our current answer leaders, starting with this week's first QOTD.
Yes, with the early morning show and the snow outside, I feel like I'm opening gifts under the Christmas tree. And your answers and the leaderboard are going to be some incredible gifts. So we begin with Saturday's question, which is, what binge watch made you saddest that there were no more episodes? There's nothing better than a good binge and nothing worse than a good binge ending. I'm currently making my way through 13 seasons of Bob's Burgers. So when I reach the end of that, and then when that show ends, let's just say I'm going to be very, very devastated.
It's like a whole epic in your life over at 13 episodes. I watched all of Little House, 13 episodes, 30 episodes per season. When it was over, it was like I had gone across the country and come back. It was really bad. I was sad. Well, Sunday, we had a different question. Sunday's question of the day was, what is a movie that is just so bad that it's awesome? And I know that we throw the word awesome around here a lot, but I think that there's nothing better than a really, really bad movie. I've got my own collection of awful movies that I watch repeatedly. But Rihanna, Elias, and Quinn, they had other ideas, and there were things that I had not tried yet that actually sounded pretty terribly wonderful. But so these are your answer leaders, the folks that you voted for. So we'll see. We'll see if these guys end up making it to the big show.
We have our top 3 answers for Monday's question, which was, tell us about a time that a stranger brought a smile to your face or a tear to your eye. I just love this question, and we got a lot of tearjerker answers.
Yeah, and everybody had great answers to this. It's nice. It's very affirming, right? You think that people are just so awful, but then people tell you these stories about, oh yeah, I just went out and somebody did something amazing for somebody, randomly. And then you're like, oh yeah, I've seen that as well. You know, it helps you put on a better set of glasses.
And inspires you to do the same, right?
Yeah, one would hope so, but only you can give that gift to the world.
True. Only you can pay it forward. Next, we have Tuesday's question of the day, which is, what was the best part of elementary school? I think there's just so many different answers, so many activities like gym activities, field day. I played a game called Wall Ball where you threw a ball against a wall and it just entertained us for hours. So we want to hear your answer.
Brilliant. Throw a ball against a wall. It just doesn't get much better than that, right?
That was a lazy gym teacher. I'm just saying.
All right, you kids. Today we're going to throw a ball against the wall. I love it.
So now we have today's QOTD question of the day, which is, what was the most thoughtful gift you have ever received and who was it from? I love a good gift. Who doesn't love a good gift? Especially when it's something thoughtful that someone put a lot of thought and energy and time and maybe a little bit of money into. So we want to know what gifts really warmed your heart and who gave it to you especially, because that definitely makes a difference.
You know, that's the problem with the month of March, is that here in the US, there are no gift-giving holidays in March or April or June or July. It just goes on and on. You're never getting any presents this time of year unless this is when your birthday is. So I find that very sad. So this is just one example of one of our QOTDs. We've been putting them together all week, every day a new question. And for each of those, there's tons of answers. So go over to beyondtheair.com. You can see all the answers. You can vote for your favorites and help some amazing answer make it to the big show. And while you're there, you can also play our amazing Guess and Bid game. You can make it to the leaderboard like these folks right over here.
It's not too late to record your answer to this or any of this week's QOTDs for your chance to appear on our Friday Big Show. A little re-gift, if you will. Keith, JJ, Reed, and I host a super fun finale every Friday night at 4 p.m. on YouTube, Twitch, or right here at beyondtheair.com.
Excuse me, Trish.
Yes.
This week, it's actually going to be on Thursday instead of Friday. We're moving it to Thursday much, much earlier because you know what? People are watching us from all around the world. And the time that we were showing it, which is 4 o'clock on Friday in New York was like 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, in some places. And so we're moving it to a different time to make it convenient. And we're just going to go see, what do people have to say in places other than, North America, South America, like this little calm of time that we have right here. So I'm looking forward to the Thursday Big Show edition this week.
We're going to make new friends. I'm so excited.
Yay!
8:30 Eastern. Well, this week's today's QOTD, which is number 5, I guess, or number 4, number 5. Yeah. And so there's just one more to finish out the week, and that'll be our full roster of questions to make it to the big show and compete to be this week's champion. But this one is a really great one. What's the most thoughtful gift you ever received, and who was it from? I'm telling you, like, first off, what's more fun than getting a gift, right? It's like that Amazon package shows up. I even like that. And that's like nowhere near as great as when somebody that you love, somebody that you know gives you something that expresses, the way that they feel about you. That's what's great about a gift. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. JJ, what have you seen out there that among the fan answers that struck you as being, a gift worth giving?
Well, I found an amazing answer from Beaton, and this is definitely a gift worth giving because he received his first soccer jersey from his mom and dad, and he cites that gift that he got when he was younger for kickstarting, pun intended, his love for soccer. I think it definitely, like, when you're a kid, the gifts that you receive, they aren't just like very thoughtful and they don't just mean a lot. They can shape your life. They can move you in certain directions, get you interested in certain activities. So this answer definitely speaks to that, I think.
Yeah, so parents, be careful out there what you give their kids. Don't give them a chemistry set when what they really want is a soccer ball. JJ, thank you very much for that. And Trish, what did you see out there in the fan answers that, I don't know, was a great present?
I found an answer from Sadie, who said she got a cat backpack as a Christmas gift from her boyfriend. This isn't just a backpack covered in cats. It's one of those backpacks that your cat sits in, and there's one of those bubble windows for him to look out of. And she says that's the entire reason that she moved in with her boyfriend.
Oh, that's amazing. But they definitely have like the same kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Where are you going to take your cat? Does your cat really want to go and sit in a restaurant or something like that? My cats like want to be like right here, patrolling the area. Right. But I had one of those for my dog when he was a puppy, but now he's like 90 pounds and the backpack is not working anymore. Not for me anyway. Well, my favorite came from Blythe, and Blythe tells this really great story about how she was overseas for a while. I guess she was at school or something like that, and she was missing her family. And so they put together a scrapbook of like photos and letters from all of her friends and family, and then sent it out to her. And she said it was just such a moving and important gift to her. And it really just goes to show you that it's really not about how much money you spent on a gift or, did you get the latest thing? Gifts are a way of expressing a relationship that we have between like the giver and the getter. And, I think that was just sort of a perfect gift, some way of like reaffirming the fact that people loved her. And that must have felt great.
True. Yeah. No, I remember this past year, I tried to do a very similar thing for a friend who was also in South Korea. And I know that it's a gift to not only receive those letters and receive those photos and gifts, but also have to coordinate and pay for and work out international shipping. So I can only imagine, or I don't know if she was international, but that is definitely a side of it that not many people think of.
But I can just imagine the whole process of putting that together as the giver, like how heartwarming it would have been just thinking about this person who's going to get the gift with every page. It must have been great.
Oh, it's like, it's going to be a great gift. She's going to love it. Well, as we mentioned, today's QOTD is not the only one you can answer. We have 4 QOTDs so far this week that you can answer, and we wanted to take a moment to honor one of those awesome answers. So receiving the honor of most moving moment for her answer to Monday's question, tell us about a time a stranger made you smile or made you cry. We have a heartwarming story from Brittany.
Okay, a time a stranger brought a smile to my face and a tear to my eye. In my early 20s, I was like insanely broke, like just poor. And I was on my way to try to pawn a DVD player, but they didn't take it because they already have a million of them. And I was trying to pawn it for gas money. So they didn't want my DVD player. I'm driving home. I run out of gas. So I'm just like sitting in my car crying. I'm not really sure what to do. And this guy and his mom, they pull over to see what's wrong. And I'm like, oh, I tried to pawn this for gas money and it didn't work. And now I'm out of gas and I can't get home. And not only did they put gas in my car, they they bought a gas can and, filled it up, came back, put gas in my car, and then handed me cash so I could also get something to eat that day. And it just always stuck with me because there was no judgment. They didn't say like, well, why are you poor? Are you on drugs? Or, it was just, they just saw someone in trouble and they were like, what do you need? And it just sticks with me. And so now I try to pay that forward and be that way with people also.
Wow.
I love that she learned to pay it forward. I mean, that just went so much further than, hey, you look sad today, but buck up. It's going to be a good day. Like these people went out of their way for her.
JJ goes back to your answer earlier about how a gift can change the trajectory of your life. I mean, it looks like she's really got her act together, and who knows, maybe it was this one moment that just shaped her life and put her on a different path. And, what a valuable gift. And from strangers who don't even know you. It's an incredibly, inspiring story.
Yes, a well-deserved win from Brittany. Thank you so much for sharing. And fans, you still have one day left to submit your own videos. Go to beyondtheair.com to record your answers now, and you can vote for your favorite videos and maybe even get yourself on the air.
Yeah. Well, yeah, everybody, thanks so much for joining us. JJ and Trish, thanks a lot for being with me and with everybody this morning. I want to particularly thank everybody who recorded today. I appreciate the fact that you shared. I know it's not the easiest thing to do is to put yourself out there. And I think it's incredible. You're what makes this community so special. So thanks a lot. And for those of you who haven't recorded yet, go ahead and click that orange record button and tell us a little bit about yourself. We can't wait to see you on TV.
Today's show was such a gift.
Oh.